Okay, so I was showing videos before about that guy, Rutgers Gleason, who is doing such crazy, tricky stuff. But of course, when you have a lot of talent, you don't really have to do all that. And but it still made a lot of power spread stuff by day. PS Pro, but it's almost becoming like what I call full PS, which is just like everything in the book almost. I mean, but it's very subtle. It's interesting, like the extreme, more eye candy kind of stuff by Gleason, and then this very subtle stuff. This is the first offensive play of the game against Indiana, and you got Olive, how do you say Olave? I can't say his name. Number 2 down here. You have or whoever. These are 2 receivers. Okay, I think Williams. I don't know who it is, and then but there's Garrett Wilson. This is the guy I'm trying to focus on. They actually had our the receiver right here, and he went in motion and came out here, and then the tight end was here, and he moved over to here, and this kind of is setting things up right off the bat as far as like spacing, and these guys are backing up into what they figure from film study is going to be cover 2. Tom Allen does a lot of little different things. He does a lot of zone blitzing. He's a lot like our Greg Mattison, who, yes, he's our defensive coordinator, and he's been for 2 years. He's getting no credit for anything, and this year any of the struggles are the same that Schiano had as last year. We lost people. We lost experience a lot, and that's all it is. And Schiano would have been great last year with our talent, and Mattison's good to go. And, you know, Mattison does things a little different than Greg, but it's not a big deal. They're all 4-3 guys, really, from the beginning of the days. Tom Allen, Mattison, Schiano, but everybody now is doing power spread on defense, too. So there's a lot of zone blitzing, a lot of mixing. You can't just sit in man-to-man or zone. You have to mix it all up. And anyway, so Tom Allen likes to mix in his cover 2s with cover 1 man, and also some cover 3s out of nowhere, just like a lot like Schiano, or a lot like Mattison. Same old, they're all doing about the same. But it's all about how creative and the play calling and stuff like that now. It's more just, you know, we're getting to the nitty gritty again because everybody's doing power spread now. So it's not so much like before. It was like when there's a huge change in history, like just happened, it all becomes about scheme for a minute. For about 10 or 20 years, it was about scheme, maybe 10 years. And that's when I came into the picture. Now it's getting back to the talent, the techniques, the fundamentals, the morale, of course, but a bunch of stuff, you know. And so Tom Allen does some nice play calling stuff going on. So he's going back into the cover 2, but it's so funny because this guy, their safety, is looking at our tight end a lot, and he kind of comes up a little too much, but he heads back into his cover 2. But the cover 2 has a huge weakness down the middle. This was all set up by the motion, bringing the receiver out here, bringing the tight end over here. This is going to split out the cover 2, and then we got Wilson just straight down the middle. It's another form of power spread, really, but from the passing game. So check it. Remember, you spread to power. This is almost like a power pass, I would call it. Right down the gut. See? Cover 2, easy, easy stuff. Just, I mean, ridiculously simple. And then what did the announcer, I'm not even going to play it for you. The announcer goes, because they were talking about Fields, and I don't want to rip on these guys, but Fields. I mean, Fields is the best quarterback we ever had. I agree. I said that right away when I saw him. He was going to be. But it's not about that. It's like, this is just a great play call. What a throw. Actually, the throw could have been a little better. It's but the guy's like, what a throw, Fields. But anyways, what a play call. What a way to start the game. What a film study to know that. Let's just split them. Now, you know, Indiana's going to make adjustments off this. You know, Tom Allen's not an idiot, but it's just great. This is what Brian Day does constantly. Just, damn, the guy's good, man. His play calling, his timing of the calls, and his ideas of when to space the field and how to. I mean, it's a subtle stuff, but really good. Really, he could be a pro coach easy because he could morph too. He could morph into PS Pro PS. He could morph around flexible, I believe. Anyway, that's what I believe. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. There's more to it than just schemes, obviously. But there you go. Yeah, you know. And by the way, talent. I mean, that would be a good call with anyone, but with Wilson, it's a no-brainer.